Coming up on OU Nightly, Westboro Baptist Church holds a service at OU, and voters and more face a life and death election. And Bevo, he may have seen his last OU Texas game. This is OU Nightly. Thanks for joining us. And the sound of protesters broke the morning quiet on OU South Campus this morning.
The source of the noise? Demonstrators from Westboro Baptist Church. Courtney Boggs is here to show us what happened. The protest was against the presence of environmental journalists visiting OU for an international conference, and Westboro Baptist Church doesn't like it.
Around 8 a.m. this morning, OU students gathered on the lawn of the National Weather Center. Some expressed themselves with signs or clothing, while others stood with silent curiosity.
Their views are so outrageous that, you can't help but be fascinated by it.
Shortly after 8:30, a van with 6 members of Westboro Baptist Church rolled to a stop in the parking lot. The crowd stood restless, waiting for their arrival.
Honestly, it's always been on my bucket list to counter-protest them, so it's partly like, okay, here's the day where I really...
The demonstrations ended peacefully, and the Westboro protesters went home, and things on South Campus quickly returned to normal.
And we're sorry about those technical difficulties, but the state of Oklahoma says it used the wrong drug when it executed an inmate in January. Officials used potassium acetate instead of potassium chloride in the execution of Charles Frederick Warner. Using the drug violated Oklahoma's execution protocol. This is the same drug mix-up that led to the stay on Richard Glossop's execution. And people are finally starting to head that way down to Dallas for the OU Texas game.
Yeah, definitely. I heard the weather's going to be pretty good this weekend. So Carson, can you tell us a little bit more about what to expect this weekend?
Yeah, that's right, guys. So it's going to be beautiful weather for the OU Texas game. Now, looking at our current temps outside right now, it's beautiful outside here too. Low to mid 80s across the state. 81 here in Norman, 80 up in Oklahoma City, with Guyman being the cold spot at 73 degrees. Now, looking at our visible satellite right now, it is clear outside. Now, these clouds off to the west will move into our area as a cold front approaches from the west during the overnight evening hours, bringing with it a chance for some precip. I'll get to more on that in just a little bit. Coming up in weather, I'll have your game day forecast, those rain chances, and then a warming trend for early next week. That and more coming up in weather. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Sawyer. In 3 months, Oklahoma's income tax will drop from 5.25% to only 5%. Lower tax may sound good to most residents, but as critics warned legislators, that small drop might cause big problems. State Treasurer Ken Miller says low energy prices already have cut Oklahoma's tax collections. He says the mandatory income tax break might mean budget cuts for government agencies.
People in Moore go to the polls next Tuesday to vote on a $200 million bond election. The money will pay for tornado shelters in its schools. A yes vote will cost homeowners only about $50 each year. But the issue is not money, but safety.
The kids at Kelly Elementary know what it's like to feel safe. Their school has a storm shelter. Not every child in Moore is familiar with that feeling. That's because, for whatever reason, Moore is Oklahoma's ground zero for deadly tornadoes. Through several storms that brought heartbreaking death and destruction, the city of Moore learned the hard way that it has to protect its children. That's why Tuesday's bond issue election is so important.
It's going to be huge.
Moore School Superintendent Robert Romines is confident that the people in his city understand what's at stake. So does Deidre Embry, a city administrator whose children have luckily survived previous tornadoes at schools with no shelters. She doesn't want to have to worry about that ever again.
That it gives me the peace of mind to know that my circle, my family is going to be taken care of immediately, so that then I can focus on the rest of the community.
The bond issue will cover a wide range of improvements to the Moore district, but none more important than the shelters. And school officials are confident the bond will be approved.
We're a growing school district. We've got a very supportive community. We've got great staff here in the school district, and of course they support the bond issue too.
More voters aren't the only ones facing an important bond election. Norman voters also will decide if they want a tax increase for a variety of community projects. We will have a complete report on the Norman election Monday on OU Nightly. In the meantime, for more information, go to www.normanok.gov.
And there's some chaos in the Capitol. OU Nightly's Hunter McKee joins us now in the News Center with the latest on the search for a new Speaker of the House. Hunter?
BJ, and House Majority Leader Kevin McCarthy has officially dropped out of the race. McCarthy was set to follow House Speaker John Boehner, but dropped out unexpectedly without warning. This has caused a sort of chaos within the House, as Boehner is set to resign at the end of this month. But that could be postponed. It's unclear who will be the next representative up. According to McCarthy, he told authorities it came down to voters, pure and simple. He says if we're going to unite and be strong, we need a new face. And a Russian ship launched 4 cruise missiles aiming for ISIS targets in Syria, but those missiles crashed in Iran. It's unclear where the missiles landed, but according to intelligence reports, buildings were damaged and civilians may have been hurt. And Volkswagen is trying to persuade its car owners to stay with the brand. The company is under fire last month for their diesel emission scandal, unveiled an owner loyalty bonus program this week, which offers current owners a $2,000 incentive on purchases of new vehicles. The offer expires on November 2nd. That's what's happening around the world. Bijan, back to you.
Thank you, Hunter. And still ahead on OU Nightly, a new way to get fit, and it's just a toss away.
Plus, a celebrity makes a cute stop on the way to her concert in Tulsa.
Welcome back. And the wife of a state senator claims she was physically and sexually assaulted while in custody at the Oklahoma County Jail. Oklahoma City police arrested Summer Solons Lovelace, the wife of Senator Kyle Lovelace, for driving without a license. And following too close, police say she refused to roll down her window and was blaring her music during a traffic stop. The Oklahoma County Sheriff's Office is investigating Lovelace's claim. And Aaliyah Covington joins us in the studio with a look at today's health stories. Aaliyah, it's about that time. It's flu season, but a vaccination's on the way.
Yeah, health officials say that this vaccine should be even better than last year's. Although last year's vaccine produced more influenza symptoms, it did not contain the H3N2 strand, which was dominant last year. Health officials say that this modified vaccine should combat the strand easily. Previously, the vaccine was about 19% effective. And should you take your sugar addiction seriously? Scientists have discovered that sugar has the same effects on the brain as cocaine or heroin. Getting off of sugar can often lead to withdrawals and cravings, requiring an actual detox. Some ways to curb your sugar addiction include substituting fruit for sweets and retiring artificial sweeteners. But if you're looking for something to keep your mind off of sugar or just something to spice out your workout, OU may just have the class you're looking for.
Twice a week, the students in Stephen Kenton's class drop their belongings by the wall, slip off their shoes, and take to the mat for a different form of exercise, judo.
At first it does take a bit of a toll. You're always sore, but as you go on, it gets easier. You're not as sore anymore. You feel better, you feel more awake, you're excited to come to the class. It's a lot of fun.
Kenton says he credits judo's health benefits to the fact that it is almost entirely cardio and uses most of the muscles in your body. He also gives his students a chance to continue that cardio by letting them use his Norman-based dojo free of charge.
Center Judo Club was actually founded in 1950s as an OU student club, and those people moved off campus and incorporated as a nonprofit organization.
But if you're a judo novice, are the health benefits as noticeable as if you're a professional?
Definitely. I've lost weight. I feel better, and just in general, yeah, it really has benefited me.
For these OU students, fitness is only a judo flip away. Sydney Heiger, OU Nightly.
Oh, well, Didn't that look fun, huh?
Yeah, maybe we should go check it out.
Yeah, I don't think I can get the kicks right, though.
No, you got it.
So,
I'm sure you can figure it out.
Yeah, beginner steps,
All right, and we'll take it one step at a time. We'll do it together.
Right.
All right, thanks, Aaliyah. Appreciate it.
An adoption event is being planned for the 65 dogs removed from a Norman woman's residence. We brought you this story last month. If you remember, the dogs were found living in bad conditions and had numerous health problems. Until now, the dogs have been held as evidence in police custody. Still ahead on OU Nightly? He missed 55 games, but the man is back. Find out how Kevin Durant played against the Timberwolves.
And Sawyer, he's standing by with weather.
Yeah, that's right, guys. Nice conditions outside right now, and I'll have your game day forecast coming up right after the break. Welcome back to OU Nightly. I'm Sawyer Wells, taking a look at your OU Nightly weather. Now we're going to start off looking at our evening planner. So 5 p.m. we're looking at 84 degrees, partly cloudy skies out there. Now as that cold front gets closer to the area, those clouds will start to increase over Norman. 7 p.m. 79 degrees, cloudy skies, and then 10 p.m. 70 with cloudy skies as well. Now looking at our overnight lows, 60s across the state here, 61 in Norman, 62 in Oklahoma City, and then as we go north where that cold front comes through earlier over in the overnight hours, those temperatures will be in the upper 50s. So looking at our afternoon highs, again, it's going to be beautiful outside. 75 degrees here in Norman, 74 in Oklahoma City, and 71 up in Tulsa, with Idabel being the hot spot at 83 degrees. Now looking at the predictor, you can see that cold front up to the north that will drop down to our area overnight tonight. 84 around 5:30 here, with that cold front being right around Dodge City. Now, like I said, as we go on throughout the overnight hours, this is at 3 a.m. that cold front has moved through the area. You can see temperatures behind it: Dodge City 59, Kansas City 62, and 64 here in Oklahoma City. And then as we go through to 7 a.m. tomorrow, that cold front is almost out of the state. 69 down in Dallas for tomorrow, and then 63 up here in Oklahoma City. So the cold front's not super strong. It will bring with it a chance for some showers. We'll get to more on that in just a second. So we are looking at those temperatures, though, dropping into the mid to upper 60s. Game day forecast: 70s down in Dallas, with winds south-southeast 5 to 10 miles per hour. And I only have that precip at a 10% chance because we're not looking at any precip around the area. So it should be nice to get out there. As we go into the fourth quarter, we may see some lower 80s, but 70s for the most part of the game, and some partly cloudy skies down there. Now looking at our 7-day forecast, 86 degrees on Thursday. There is that 30% chance, mainly in the morning hours for tomorrow. 75 again, and then as we can see on Saturday and Sunday, 79 and 88. Not looking for many clouds in the sky. Sunny conditions throughout. 88 on Sunday as that heat does return just for a moment there. 83 on Monday. Lows will be in the low 60s to upper 50s across the state. So guys, it's looking very nice outside. The weather for the game is looking great, and we shouldn't expect to see any rain.
That's great.
Good. Some cool weather we're looking forward to. I can't wait for that.
Also, a lot of people driving in the rain is never a good thing.
Yeah.
So
Right.
it's good that they have that sunny weather.
Yeah, it's looking like a great game. Fall lows around, but we are still seeing some of the summer highs. So it's going to be nice out. Just drink plenty of water and you'll be okay.
Awesome. Thank you so
Very
much,
good.
Sawyer.
Thank you.
And just when you thought things couldn't get any worse for the University of Texas football season, Bevo, he won't make the big game with OU on Saturday. It turns out the one-ton steer might be on the ropes. With that, UT spokesman called it a life-threatening condition.
Boom, that's the new name for the new FM radio station on campus. Formerly known as The Wire, the student-ran station might soon be available on your radio. OU was recently awarded an FM broadcasting license by the FCC, but in order to broadcast over the airways, the station still has to acquire an antenna and some other vital equipment. Unlike other radio stations, Boom, or KXOU, stands out because of its diversity. If you want to listen to Boom today, you can do so online or on your smartphone through the TuneIn app.
All right, well, we're going to have to go check that out.
Yeah, definitely. I can't wait to go listen to it.
Exciting news.
Sounds like it should be good.
Sounds very nice, yeah.
Yeah, exciting news on OU's campus. Good to finally have a radio station. We used to have one, and now we brought one back, so that's good.
Yeah.
And speaking on that Bevo story, Carson Williams is standing by to tell us more about sports. Carson?
Yeah, Bijan, plenty of Sooner sports news. Buddy Hield picks up another preseason award. And like you said, of course, it's OU Texas this weekend. I'll have a preview straight ahead. Sports is coming right up. Welcome aboard. I'm Carson Williams, and this is OU Nightly Sports. Last season, the Sooners narrowly hung on to beat Texas 31-26. This year, though, the Oklahoma offense looks completely different and has the team undefeated and in the top 10 of the AP poll. On the other side, the 1-4 Longhorns are searching for answers in many different areas. Despite what may look like a lopsided matchup, the Sooners still know what an incredible atmosphere the Cotton Bowl really is.
It's crazy. Like, one side is just screaming at you and the other side is screaming for you. So, I mean, I have pregame jitters, whoever team we're playing.
I'm Rebecca Walters at the OU Nightly Update Desk. Police have arrested an Oklahoma teen in connection with a gun range robbery in OKC. 2 others are still on the loose. Oklahoma City prosecutors have charged an OKC woman with child abuse after witnesses say she punched her 10-year-old daughter in the face. And the Oklahoma Air National Guard has deployed a local squadron for a support mission in Japan. That's it for now. Back to you in the studio.
Singer Ariana Grande got quite the surprise before her concert last night at the BOK Center in Tulsa. The staff surprised Grande with 8 dogs from the Animal Rescue Foundation of Tulsa. As it turned out, Grande fell in love with a Yorkie named Strauss, and she adopted him on the spot. She also paid the $150 adoption fee for the other 7 dogs and 12 others at ARF.
What a great story.
Yeah, it is. Guys, we'll go ahead and take one more look at game day forecast and the 7-day. So looking at game day forecast for OU versus Texas, 70 degrees across the board, winds south-southeast 5 to 10 miles per hour, and we're not expecting to see any precip at 10%. Our 7-day forecast, 86 today, and as that cold front comes through tonight, we're going to drop our high down to 75 for tomorrow. Small chance for some showers overnight tonight, low at 53. And then as we go on throughout the weekend, 79, 88, and mid-80s across the board. So it's looking like nice weather for the game.
Yeah, looking forward to the game.
Yeah, exactly. We won't be on air tomorrow, but I just want to say for everyone out there, just a reminder, watch Game Day U tomorrow at 4:30. We will be on OU TV from the Texas State Fair.
And thanks for watching OU Nightly. Have safe travels on your way to Dallas if you're going, and always Boomer Sooner.
We'll see you later.
Good night.